Alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I remember you once said protesting is haram in Islam. Can you please explain why? First of all, the whole idea of protesting is that you forbid evil. That's why people protest. You see some evil, you see some wrongdoing, so you want to change it. Yeah, you forbid evil. That kind of way of forbidding evil, this method was never done, not by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not by the companions, not by the pious people. Never in Islam, in the history of Islam, this was done. This was brought to us, imported by the disbelievers, by the people who have embraced the secular, liberal kind of way of living. So they say, I can say whatever I want, freedom of speech, so I can go on the streets and say whatever I want. So this way, first of all, is not Islamic. The Prophet never did it. The third thing is that it is almost never beneficial. As a matter of fact, it brings more harm to the people. Yeah, it's also, in most cases, protesting happens because of governments. Because we cannot forbid evil, so we go on the streets and we start protesting. It's usually they protest against some things about the government. Now we know if it's a Muslim government, Muslim ruler, and you cannot do that. This is public criticism of that person, the ruler. And we know the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ said, if you want to advise a ruler, then you advise him in private. If you can, then advise him in private. If you cannot, then Allah did not hold you responsible for this advice. طيب. Another thing is that in protest, there is no rule, it's never organized. It's like just people just gathering together. And haram things are also incorporated with protests. Free mixing, singing, dancing, chanting, shirk things even sometimes. So, all of the ulama, I know they say it's haram because of these things. And I have to tell you this. This was imported, like I said, from the people who have embraced liberalism and non-Muslims and all that. But who got it to us? Who got this in Islam and confused people like this that protesting is okay? Ikhwan al-Muslimin, Muslim Brotherhood. They are the ones who have interpreted Islam in a purely pragmatic way, that your heart is always attached to this dunya and to the causes. I forbid, if somebody sees evil, I have to change it, even if it means that I have to do haram, even if it means it has to harm others. And see, it's always about the causes, it's all about the apparent. Never always attach your heart to Allah. And Allah is the one that changes. Allah is the one that will bring good and will make you successful in forbidden evil. So they neglect the permissible ways and patience, sabr, and all these things, and they just get attached to these things, protests and public criticism and all that.